Has your cat ever stood right in your way, blocking the hallway, sitting on your laptop, or refusing to move from the doorway? It might seem random, but it actually means something much deeper. In this video, we'll uncover the surprising reasons why your cat blocks your path. And right after, we'll explore the silent, touching ways cats show love. And what happens when that love turns into frustration. Stay with us, because your cat might be trying to tell you more than you think. If you're watching this, you probably do. You've likely experienced one of the most frustrating and mysterious cat behaviors there is. You're just walking through your hallway, trying to get from point A to point B, when suddenly, there they are. A furry speed bump right in your path. Sometimes they sit and stare. Other times, they actively move to intercept you. It can feel almost intentional. But why do cats do this? Is it attention-seeking? A show of dominance? A feline prank? Or is there something deeper going on in their fluffy little heads? Well, it turns out the answer isn't simple. In fact, there are several reasons. Some surprisingly sweet, some a little weird, and others just classically cat. By the way, if you're into decoding strange cat behavior and learning how to better understand your feline friend, consider subscribing. I make weekly videos about cat behavior, care, psychology, and all the curious things your cat does that nobody ever explained. Let's get into it. Reason 1. They want your attention, and they know how to get it. Let's start with the most obvious explanation. Your cat might just want your attention. According to cat behaviorists, cats are highly observant animals that quickly learn cause and effect. If they've noticed that standing in front of you makes you stop, look down, talk to them, or even pick them up, that behavior gets reinforced. It becomes a reliable way to grab your attention. To put it simply, blocking your path equals sign getting noticed. And if you always respond, even if it's just a glance or stepping around them, your cat may interpret that as success. If you think your cat is doing it for attention, test it. Pause, pet them, talk to them gently. See if they respond by calming down or purring. You might just be giving them what they want. And hey, maybe you didn't really need to be in the other room right that second. Reason 2. They're claiming territory, yes, including you. Cats are notoriously territorial animals. They mark what they consider theirs in a variety of ways. Rubbing, scratching, even sitting or lying on things. But one lesser-known way cats assert dominance over territory is simply by occupying space. If your cat likes to plop down in doorways, hallways, or other narrow spaces, especially high-traffic areas, they may be making a very clear feline statement: this is mine. Their physical presence is also a way of maintaining control over an area. So when they consistently block your path in a particular spot, it might be their way of saying, I run this hallway now. What can you do about it? Well, if it's truly becoming a problem, try placing a soft bed or cat mat nearby. Give them a new claimed zone that's just out of the way. You might be surprised at how quickly they migrate there. Reason 3. They might be hurting you. And now for one of the stranger theories, one that not everyone agrees on but is definitely intriguing. Some behaviorists believe that cats may attempt to herd their humans. Yes, like sheepdogs. Especially if your cat has a very strong attachment to you, they might guide your movement by walking in front of you, nudging your legs, or even circling your feet. Is it annoying? Absolutely. But is it malicious? Probably not. They might be trying to lead you, most often toward their food bowl, toward the door, or toward a room they associate with good things, like your bed or the kitchen. This is especially common right before mealtimes, or if you're inconsistent with feeding schedules. If you feed them at irregular times, your cat might start to manage your routine themselves. Stick to a feeding schedule. You'll reduce this behavior, and your cat will feel a bit more secure knowing food is coming at a predictable time. Reason 4. Control and power. Here's something that might ruffle a few fur coats. Sometimes your cat just wants to mess with you. Think about it. If your cat blocks your path and you change your movement every time, who's really in charge? It's possible that your cat enjoys watching you alter your course for them. It's a form of low-level control, a way to assert a little dominance in a house where they know they rule, but don't exactly pay rent. This is a fun one to test. Instead of stepping around your cat every time, calmly encourage them to move. Use a gentle voice. Tap your leg. If necessary, give them a soft nudge. You don't need to be aggressive, just firm. This sends a signal. I acknowledge your presence, but I'm not surrendering the hallway. Let me know in the comments, has your cat ever played traffic controller? And who usually wins that standoff? Reason 5. Protection mode activated. Cats may be predators, but they're also prey animals. This means they're incredibly aware of their surroundings and often hypervigilant. Some experts believe that when a cat blocks your path, especially in low-light settings or unfamiliar places, they may be trying to keep you close, monitor you, or even protect you. Yes, you heard that right. You're part of their litter now. It might sound far-fetched, but think about how often cats place themselves in doorways or entry points. These are strategic locations for observing what's coming and going. Your cat may simply be putting themselves between you and potential threats, real or imagined. So next time they get in your way, just know they might be trying to keep you safe. Reason 6. Affection in disguise. There's another possible reason that's far more emotional than tactical. Your cat might just love you. Cats show affection in ways that don't always align with human expectations. Blocking your path, rubbing on your legs, flopping onto the floor in front of you, all of these can be expressions of trust and comfort. Feline behavior specialists says that many cats express love through proximity. That means being near you, in your way, or in your space is their version of saying, I love you. Take it as a compliment, a weird one, but still a compliment. Reason 7. Sunlight and warmth. Let's get practical for a second. Cats love warmth. As descendants of desert animals, they gravitate towards sunny spots. If there's a sunbeam hitting the hallway floor at 3 p.m. every afternoon, guess where your cat's going to be? That's right in your path. They're not trying to block you. They're just following the warmth. And if that warmth happens to land in a high-traffic area, well, too bad for you. You can't control the sun, but you can try to redirect your cat by offering another cozy alternative, like a blanket, a sunny windowsill, or a heating pad in a quieter corner. Reason 8. Instinctive hunting behavior. Even the most pampered house cat has the heart of a hunter. Blocking paths, lurking in doorways, and positioning themselves in strategic spots might be their version of staying on watch. Cats like vantage points. They like to monitor activity. Doorways, corridors, and walkways give them a full view of movement and sound. So while it might seem like they're just being obnoxious, they could actually be scanning the environment, just in case a squirrel breaks in. Let them feel like the little guardian of the household. It keeps them engaged and entertained. Reason 9. They want to play. Now, let's not forget the simplest explanation of all. Your cat might be bored. If your cat darts in front of you, chases your feet, or swats at your ankles, they may be trying to initiate play. This behavior is especially common in younger or more active cats. It's not an attack, it's an invitation. Play with them. Use toys. Schedule regular play sessions. If their energy is spent during designated playtime, they're less likely to jump out at you when you're just trying to carry your laundry. But what if your cat isn't just being quirky? What if they're actually upset with you? In the second part of this video, we'll break down the subtle, sometimes heartbreaking signs your cat is mad at you. And how to rebuild that fragile trust. Let's dive in. Has your cat ever gone from affectionate and purring to suddenly giving you a quick bite? One moment, they're snuggling up to you, and the next, you're on the receiving end of an unexpected nibble. But don't mistake this for aggression. Your cat is actually trying to communicate something important. Let's explore 10 different reasons why your cat bites you and what they're really trying to say. Number 10. Overstimulation. You're giving your cat a soothing petting session when out of nowhere, chomp, what just happened? Your feline companion has simply reached their limit. Cats have highly sensitive nerve endings all over their bodies, and while gentle strokes may start out enjoyable, too much can become overwhelming. Think of it like someone scratching your back. It feels great at first, but after a while it becomes irritating. This phenomenon is known as petting-induced aggression, and it's a real thing. Your cat isn't upset with you. They just have a lower tolerance for extended physical contact than you might expect. Some cats have a shorter patience span than others, and areas like the belly or lower back tend to be extra sensitive. Fortunately, they don't resort to biting immediately. Their body language offers subtle warnings, such as a flicking tail, flattened ears, or sudden muscle tension. But if you overlook these cues, they'll resort to using their teeth as a last resort. It's nothing personal, it's just their way of saying, "That's enough." To avoid an unexpected nip, pay close attention to their signals and stop before they reach their threshold. Ever had your cat suddenly latch onto your hand with their tiny teeth, only to dart away as if nothing happened? They're not angry, nor are they attacking. They're simply playing. Number 9. Playfulness. Much like human babies, kittens use their mouths to explore their surroundings. A gentle bite during playtime is often their way of saying, "Tag, you're it." If they don't have a toy nearby, your hand might become the next best thing. This is most common in kittens, as they're still learning to control their bite strength. However, even adult cats sometimes get carried away. If the bites are soft and immediately followed by zoomies or playful pounces, it's a clear sign that they're just in a silly mood. The best way to handle this: redirect their energy. Swap out your fingers for a toy so they don't get used to playing rough with your hands. Otherwise, they might continue thinking you're part of the game. Number 8. Love bites. Ever had your cat gently nibble on you for no apparent reason? It might seem random, but it's actually something called a love bite. Cats use these soft, controlled nibbles as a way to bond, much like mother cats do when grooming their kittens. It's their unique way of expressing affection, a small gesture to show that they feel comfortable and connected with you. These little bites usually occur when your cat is purring or enjoying cuddle time. Some cats give them while rubbing against you, while others might sneak in a nibble mid-petting session. If it ever gets too rough, don't worry, they're not trying to hurt you. They simply don't realize that human skin isn't as tough as fur. A quick ouch or gently pulling away can help them understand to be gentler next time. So the next time your cat gives you a playful nip, take it as a compliment. You've earned a spot in their trusted circle. Number 7. Attention-seeking bites. Have you ever been minding your own business when suddenly, chomp, your cat bites you, then stares as if waiting for a response? This is their way of getting your attention. While cats are known for their independence, they still crave interaction on their terms. Some use meows or gentle paw taps, but the more dramatic ones might resort to a soft, or not-so-soft, bite just to make sure you're paying attention. This behavior usually happens when they want something, whether it's food, playtime, or affection. If your cat bites you and immediately looks at you expectantly, they're not being aggressive, they're simply trying to communicate. The best way to handle it? Acknowledge them, but don't reinforce the biting. Instead, wait until they use a gentler method, like rubbing against you, before responding to their request. Number 6. Redirected aggression. Ever been peacefully relaxing when, out of nowhere, your cat bolts across the room and bites you as if you've done something wrong? It might seem like a sudden attack, but in reality, it's something known as redirected aggression. This happens when a cat is frustrated or overstimulated by something, like a bird outside, a sudden noise, or even another pet. But instead of reacting to the actual trigger, they take it out on the nearest thing, which might be you. Look for warning signs such as dilated pupils, a rapidly flicking tail, or a stiffened posture. If you notice these, give them space. Trying to comfort them might only escalate their frustration. Instead, let them cool down on their own. Once they've calmed, they'll return to their usual self. If this happens frequently, try identifying and removing the trigger. Sometimes closing the blinds or creating a quiet retreat for them can prevent these sudden outbursts. Number 5. A bite as a warning. Did you know that your cat often warns you before they resort to biting? but the signs are so subtle that you might not even notice. They're not just acting out. These signals are their way of saying, "Hey, I'm uncomfortable, and if this continues, I'll have to make it stop." Whether they're overstimulated, annoyed, or simply need space, biting is usually their last resort after other warnings go unnoticed. If this happens frequently, start paying attention to the small cues: ears tilting backward, whiskers twitching, a flicking tail that signals irritation, or their body suddenly tensing up. These are clear indicators that they've reached their limit, and if you push further, their patience will wear thin quickly. Some cats are more obvious with their warnings, while others skip straight to biting. This is especially true if they're feeling anxious or frustrated. The best approach? Recognize the signs and give them space before they feel the need to defend themselves. Number 4. Teething trouble. Ever had your cat latch onto your fingers like they were a chew toy? If they're still a kitten, they're not trying to be a tiny vampire. They're just going through the teething phase. Just like human babies, kittens experience gum discomfort as their teeth develop. Around 2 months old, their baby teeth start to fall out, and by 6 months, they have their full set of adult teeth. In the meantime, they'll chew on anything they can find, including your hands. If your kitten seems obsessed with nibbling, it's not a behavioral issue. It's simply a way to soothe sore gums. The best thing you can do? Give them something safe to chew on, like a kitten-friendly teething toy or even a frozen washcloth. This helps relieve discomfort and keeps your hands from turning into their personal chew toy. Number 3. Fear or anxiety. Ever tried to pick up your cat for a cuddle, only to be met with a sudden bite, squirming and flattened ears? That's not just moodiness, it's a fear response. When cats feel trapped, startled, or overwhelmed, biting is often their last resort to escape. A loud noise, an unfamiliar visitor, or even a dreaded vet trip can put them into panic mode. Before they bite, they'll usually show subtle warning signs: widened pupils, a stiffened posture, or a flicking tail. If they feel cornered, they'll do whatever it takes to free themselves, even using their teeth. The best way to avoid this situation: watch their body language, give them an escape route, and allow them to come to you instead of forcing interaction. A cat that feels safe won't feel the need to fight their way out. Number 2. Instincts of a hunter. Ever found yourself suddenly under attack as your cat dashes across the room, leaps onto your arm, and sinks their teeth in like they've just taken down a wild gazelle? One moment, you're minding your own business, and the next, you're their unsuspecting prey. But don't take it personally. This isn't aggression, it's their natural hunting instinct kicking in. Even the most pampered indoor cat has a deeply ingrained predator inside them. If they don't have a proper outlet for this instinct, they might decide that your hand, foot, or even your clothing is fair game. The best way to manage this behavior: give them something more appropriate to hunt. Interactive toys like feather wands, toy mice, or even a balled-up sock can help satisfy their need to stalk and pounce. And if they bite during playtime, resist the urge to yank your hand away. That only makes you look like struggling prey, which fuels their instinct to chase. Instead, stay still, redirect their focus, and offer them a proper toy to target instead. Number 1. Pain or medical issues. Does your cat ever go from purring contentedly to suddenly biting when you touch a specific spot? One moment they seem relaxed, and the next, their teeth are on your skin. This could be their way of signaling that something is wrong. Cats are incredibly skilled at hiding pain, so an unexpected bite when being petted or picked up might indicate an underlying medical issue. Conditions like joint pain, dental problems, or skin irritation can make certain areas highly sensitive and painful to touch. If your cat's biting seems unusual or is happening more frequently, watch for other warning signs: limping, excessive grooming, flinching when touched, or avoiding interaction altogether. Even subtle changes in behavior can be a red flag that something isn't right. Rather than assuming they're just being moody, a visit to the vet could help uncover the real cause and ensure they get the care they need. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep discovering the amazing world of cats, don't forget to subscribe. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on new insights, expert tips, and fun feline facts to help you understand and care for your cat even better.